No one sees you when you decide to change. No one applauds the moment you stop making excuses. There is no audience when you wake up earlier than everyone else. No spotlight when you choose discipline instead of comfort. And that is exactly why it matters. Because real strength is not built in noise. It is built in silence. Silence is where the excuses die. Silence is where the truth appears. Silence is where you meet yourself, without masks. Most people are addicted to attention. They need validation. They need someone to tell them they're doing well. They need likes, comments, approval. But discipline doesn't care if anyone is watching. Discipline works when it's uncomfortable, when it's boring, when it feels pointless. When the results are still far away, that's why most people quit. They mistake silence for failure, but silence is not failure. Silence is the process. Every morning you get up when you don't feel like it. Every night you keep going while others stop. Every time you choose effort over comfort, you are building something no one can take from you. Character. You don't become strong when life is easy. You become strong when life tests you, and you refuse to break. Understand this. Motivation is temporary. Feelings are unreliable. But habits shape identity. You don't rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your discipline. And discipline is quiet. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't explain itself. It just shows up, again, and again, and again. While others are waiting for the perfect moment, you are working in the shadows. While others talk about potential, you are putting in the reps. While others complain about life, you are mastering yourself. That's the difference. No one talks about the lonely days, the days when progress feels invisible. The days when doubt whispers, is this even worth it? Those are the most important days, because every time you keep going on those days, you separate yourself from the crowd. You are not meant to be average, but average is comfortable. Average is loud. Average is popular. Greatness is silent. Greatness doesn't beg for attention. It earns respect over time. You won't always feel confident, you won't always feel strong, but you can always choose discipline. And that choice, repeated daily, will change everything. There will be moments when no one believes in you, moments when people doubt you, moments when they underestimate you. Let them. You don't need their approval. You need your own standards. Hold yourself to a higher level. Do the work even when it hurts, especially when it hurts. Because pain is temporary. Regret lasts forever. One day, people will notice the results. They will call you lucky. They will say it happened fast. They won't see the nights you stayed disciplined. They won't see the sacrifices. They won't see the silence. And that's fine. You didn't do it for them. You did it to become someone you respect. So keep going. Stay focused. Stay disciplined. Build quietly. Grow silently. And when the time comes, let your results make the noise. Control your mind. Master yourself. This is built in silence. Most people don't fail because they are incapable. They fail because they get tired of waiting for results, waiting for recognition, waiting for someone to notice the effort. Silence feels heavy when you don't understand its purpose. It feels like nothing is happening, like you're wasting time. But silence is not empty. Silence is preparation. Every day you show up without applause, you are teaching your mind something important. You don't need permission to grow. You don't need approval to improve. You don't need witnesses to become better. That's dangerous power, because once you remove the need for validation, nothing external can control you. Most people stop when motivation disappears. They don't know what to do without it. They panic. You don't. You move even when motivation is gone. You move because you decided to. Decision beats motivation every time. Motivation is emotional. Decision is structural. Emotions change. Structure remains. That's why discipline is built slowly, quietly, repetitively. The mind resists routine at first. It wants novelty. It wants excitement. But excitement doesn't build resilience. Repetition does. Doing the same hard thing again and again without needing excitement is what separates amateurs from masters. You don't need every day to feel powerful. You need every day to count. Some days will feel heavy. Some days will feel pointless. Some days you will question everything. Those are not bad days. Those are training days. Every time you push through resistance, you raise your threshold. And once your threshold rises, life feels lighter. Problems don't disappear. You just stop being intimidated by them. You stop reacting emotionally to every challenge. You stop interpreting difficulty as a sign to quit. You start seeing it as a signal. This is where growth happens. Silence sharpens you. In silence, there is no distraction, no noise to hide behind, no excuses, just you and your standards. And standards are what define you when no one is watching. You don't need to announce discipline. You don't need to show progress. You don't need to prove consistency. Consistency proves itself. Time reveals everything. People notice results long after they ignore the process. That's fine. You weren't building for attention. You were building for durability. Durable minds don't crack under pressure. They don't collapse under stress. They don't disappear when things get hard. They adapt. They slow down instead of quitting. They adjust instead of panicking. They breathe instead of reacting. That calm is not natural. It is trained. And it comes from all those silent moments where you chose discipline without reward. One day you'll realize something changed. Not outside, inside. You'll notice you don't hesitate as much. You don't doubt every decision. You don't need reassurance. You trust yourself. And self-trust is rare. It's built by keeping promises to yourself when breaking them would be easier. Every promise kept strengthens identity. Every promise broken weakens it. That's why small daily actions matter more than big emotional speeches. Action builds belief. Belief sustains action. And silence protects both. You don't announce your plans because you're busy executing them. You don't talk about discipline because you live it. You don't chase motivation because you built structure. This is how control is formed. Not control over others, control over impulses, over reactions, over quitting, control over the voice that says, do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is where dreams go to die. Today is where discipline lives. So when it's early, when it's quiet, when no one is watching, that's when it matters most. That's when you are becoming someone different, someone solid, someone reliable, someone unbreakable, built in silence.